Sometimes the best roads don't lead to famous places, they lead to stories that time almost forgot. With every twist and every climb, the Penukonda Valley stretched farther behind us, while the mystery grew bigger ahead. The roads were smooth, the silence was calming, and somewhere beyond the next bend, centuries of history were waiting for us. We had no idea that at the end of this climb stood a forgotten temple, guarding one last secret, still carved in stone. Most people visit Penukonda Fort and never realize that hidden among these hills stands an ancient temple slowly being reclaimed by nature. And the biggest mystery is, nobody seems to know why it was abandoned. This temple is believed to date back to the Vijayanagara Empire, when Penukonda briefly became the empire's capital after the catastrophic Battle of Talikota in 1565. For a brief moment in history, these hills became one of the most important places in South India. Back then, these paths echoed with kings, soldiers, pilgrims, priests, and the sound of temple bells. Today, only silence remains. As we started exploring, it felt less like visiting a monument and more like stepping into a forgotten chapter of history. Every broken pillar, every weathered carving, and every fallen stone seemed to have a story that time refused to erase. Getting here wasn't easy. The trail slowly disappeared into a tunnel of thick bushes, forcing us to push our way through, never quite knowing what waited on the other side. And somehow, that made the discovery feel even more rewarding. Then, we found something we never expected. Hidden among the broken stones was an ancient carving of Lord Hanuman, still worshipped by locals even though the temple around it had nearly been forgotten. It almost felt like history itself had left behind one final clue. Standing there, surrounded by centuries-old ruins, it was impossible not to wonder how many lives, how many prayers, and how many stories these stones have witnessed. Maybe ruins aren't abandoned because people forget them. Maybe they are simply waiting for curious travelers to find them again. And as all of us stood there together, taking in the silence, it didn't feel like we had reached the end of a trek. It felt like we had shared a small moment with history. Would you make the climb to discover it for yourself?